Hi, my name is Rebecca Larson. I'm excited to share an ISTE 2020 with Nicole Carter, and we are going to be talking about how assessment doesn't always have to be in this essay written form. Now more than ever, just talking to students about multimodal forms and micro writing. A lot of the writing that we do on social media or that we see students do on TikTok are so important and so prevalent in so many different ways. So we want to talk about how we can add that to our classroom. We'll also be talking about how we can think about writing in a different way and communication in a different way using images through sketchnoting. And we'll be sharing some rubrics and some assignments and all of those things with you. One of the things that we'll be sharing with you is really specific items on how you can communicate this to students. I'll be sharing some of the assignments that I use in my class, one specifically with a video essay. So here I have the assignment, talking to students about what it is, an overview of what they'll be doing, all of those like logistic details about how long it's going to be, and a little bit about the digital tools that we'll be using in order to do that. We'll also be talking about organizing our writing in a way that is different when you're looking through it in video mode versus through handwritten. And of course, we'll also be talking about assessment because sometimes I think it's really hard for us as teachers to kind of let go of the writing because we're so used to scoring it. But as you look at some of the rubrics and information that I'll be giving you, hopefully that will be successful in helping you feel confident in giving these assignments out to your students. We'll also be sharing a lot of technology resources and how students can create these projects. We'll be talking about WeVideo, Book Creator, and Adobe Spark, three options that I've had students use and be really successful in the past. I'll also be sharing some video examples of what my students have done in the past, both that you could use as mentor text and also show your students what's expected. And something else that is always nice is we'll be sharing some different resources and how to get students to think about an audience bigger than just your classroom. We'll be sharing the New York Times podcast challenge and a few other things that might be nice to have students realize that the type of writing that we're asking them to do is not just for us or for their peers, but it is to reach really a wider audience and an audience that's really wanting to hear their voice. And I want to think about really empowering students and thinking about not just writing for a grade, but really writing to communicate with the world around them. I hope you'll join Nicole and I as we run this presentation on Saturday. It'll be so good to connect with other educators and see what people are doing in their classroom. And hopefully when you leave this, you will have a wonderful unit that you can take and adapt to your students and have just a wonderful time seeing what they can do, not just with formal writing, but also multimodal writing.